a delicious farro risotto, and now you're going to teach us how to make chocolate mousse?
Chocolate mousse is, as you can see, the finished product over
Beautiful.
there. It's so simple. And I think that when you're having people over to the house and you want to impress them and you want to not do too much work, once you've made this once or twice, you know how to do it.
I love it.
It's really, really simple. I mean, we're going to make it here on TV in no time. Watch.
Okay, good.
So we're going to melt some chocolate. We've got a little bit of
bittersweet chocolate?
Bittersweet chocolate there. We're going to add a little butter.
Antioxidants in the bittersweet
butter,
chocolate?
A little vanilla extract. You know, I measured that very carefully. Sometimes I put a little water in to help the emulsification process.
Okay.
But you'll get used to it when you make this yourself at home.
So you made 2 double boilers here.
So 2 double boilers.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yes, we should probably explain what we're doing here. We melted the chocolate. We added the butter, the vanilla, and a little bit of water. We've got some eggs over here. We're going to turn into basically like a zabayon.
Okay.
A little water, a little sugar, and we're gonna. This takes a little while.
Raw sugar.
This is some raw sugar. So what
healthier.
you're doing here is basically you're cooking the eggs very slowly over a double boiler. Can you guys see that? And it's going to take a little while. So for TV magic, we have one that we did already. But
how cooked?
This is probably the hardest thing. We have it right here.
And end up looking like this, like a foamy.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it kind of gets foamy, and the eggs are nice, and as you can see, they're cooked all the way through, but they're still nice and airy.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have our chocolate, our zabayon. And then we've got some egg whites, which we've already started sort of getting them going here. We're going to put them on. We're going to have a little cream of tartar.
So just fluffy, not crazy, not like
no, we're going stiff peaks. Oh, we're going stiff
okay.
peaks here. And then we're going to add slowly. I usually add the sugar in. So
you guys know what the stiff peaks is when you take the spoon out and it makes a little.
I'm going to take this off so we don't cook the eggs too much.
A little more. All right, we got a boogie. A little more raw sugar.
There we go.
All right, we got that.
All right, so we've got our eggs. We've got our chocolate.
So we got the whites in here. We got the yellows there.
Exactly. And now let's get that to stiff peaks. We're gonna mix these 2 together.
Okay. So we're dumping that in here.
We're gonna dump. We're gonna do.
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Okay.
Lift that thing up.
All right, lift that up.
All right. So
yeah, those are stiff peaks. Love.
How does that look?
Good. Looks nice.
So what I like to do first of all is take some of the white and fold it into my chocolate to lighten it before we're going to go into the mixer.
Because otherwise it would be too dumping hot on...
It's not just the heat, but also it's going to break up too much of the air.
Okay.
So there we go.
All
now
right. So it's got to be a little
we can
delicate.
mix that together. And at the end, how are we doing?
Good. So we're going to mix that, and then you put them in little ramekins. I do like to serve dessert in ramekins. It's portioned. I like to serve a lot of things in here. These are great. You buy these at Walmart or Target or IKEA.
Then
They're
we're
great
going to throw in
portion
a little bit of whipped cream that we've already melted.
You put whipped cream in the mousse.
In the mousse.
Okay.
It lightens it up a little bit.
Gorgy pudding pie.
Good stuff, right?
Yes.
All right.
Love.
One more little mix, and we're going to take this out.
Taste.
We're good.
I'm excited to taste.
Taste. You got it over there. I'm just going to show everybody how to finish this up.
You do it.
Look at that.
And it's nice and stiff.
And you want to let it sit in the fridge for a little bit.
You do want to let it sit because it has.
You want to stiffen it up a bit. Yeah. You want to put it in the fridge. You can put it into a piping bag. And you just pipe it in there, or you can spoon it in. It doesn't matter. Or you do is you put a big bowl in the middle of the table and give everybody a spoon. That makes it a lot easier.
It has
Here, eat.